morning. Blessed Sunday morning. And I say that for a couple different reasons. Glad you're here. If you're just checking me out, maybe showing up on the shorts feed because I'm live in vertical mode. Listen, hit subscribe, join the team, a community of progress. I'm dedicated really to sharing everything I've learned about personal growth, self-improvement, getting better today than we were yesterday. That's the message here. It's not political. It's human form energy that I'm putting out to you. So if you think you're in the right place, subscribe to the channel, check it out. My content might be for you. You might be the kind of person that is meant for more. You want to strive to become more. No matter what place you're in, where you find yourself in your life. It's an ageless thing too, by the way, ageless. And hey, one of the things I can reflect is I have ageless energy. 68 years young, everybody. Subscribe, hit the button. Glad you're checking me out here. I'm actually just coming from church. Maybe we'll talk about being a Christian this morning. Why not? We're free to choose what we talk about, and in our conscious mind, I've been talking about this the last few days, we're free as a conscious thinking to accept or reject, right? Our conscious mind can accept or reject. In today's world, with all the crazy stuff that's coming at us, right? Social media, family, friends, politics, news. If we're not careful what we accept or reject, then we open the door to go into our subconscious mind, and our subconscious cannot reject. It will accept everything we plant in it. So we want to make darn sure that we plant the right things. We have to really think on purpose more today than yesterday. With everything that's coming in, we got to make a choice as to what we're going to accept into our subconscious mind, because our subconscious cannot reject. It accepts everything we plant in it, and it starts to go to work, and it's connected to the universal subconscious, and things start to happen that are on the same vibration as us. And we want to be on the same vibration, everybody. And I've been studying Bob Proctor, and you know, Bob Proctor was in the movie The Secret, and he talks all the time, or he did, he passed away, but he talked all the time about how The Secret became viral, and so everybody talked about the law of attraction. The law of attraction. That went viral, but really, the law of attraction was secondary to the law of vibration. The law of vibration comes first. We create what vibration we're on by how we're thinking, because our thinking creates our emotions, and our emotions also create what we're thinking. That converts to our feelings and emotions combined, which creates the vibration we're on. And I must say, I've been really focusing on what I have been thinking, and I know I've been on a different vibration because of what and who I've been attracting. People have been communing with me, been connecting with me on a big way, especially the past 10 days. And so I know I'm on a higher vibration. And so on a daily basis, we got to make sure that we're operating in the higher vibration, right? Of happiness, gladness, joyful, rejoicement, you know, love, putting love out there into the universe. You know, the attitude that we bring to life is going to reflect back how life attitude comes back towards us. Hey, thanks for checking in, everybody. Good morning. Yeah, I'm just coming back from church. I am a man of faith. I am a Christian. I've accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. I don't know if that's what you're about. If it is, hey, connect with me on that way. And so I was serving today on the safety team. You know, I spent 35 years as a cop, really, and as a good police officer, you're serving the public. You're there to be of service, regardless of what you see in the news and sometimes highlighted on social media. 99.9% of police officers are in a state of service to others. And so we never have to leave a state of service, no matter who or what you're doing. You can always be in service to others. And by the way, there's no greater joy. I get no greater joy than having a positive impact on other people. No matter how it's reflected back to me, whether it's a direct message or in something like this where you give me the message, then I get no greater joy. It really is a great feeling to know that you put something out there that has a positive impact on somebody else. So that's the message today. But the message today in church was from actually an interim pastor. My current pastor at Coastline Community Church here in Florida on the Space Coast, he's on a sabbatical with his wife. They're taking a step away, I guess for a few weeks now, to recharge, re-energize. And so the rest of the worship team, the pastoral team, has had to step up and deliver the message. And I'm glad to see that the sanctuary was as full as always, even though we had a great interim pastor. Actually, it was Pastor Jeremy, the guy who interviewed me for the safety team. And boy, he gave a great message today about remembering the cross. You know, we remember the cross on Easter Sunday, the day that Jesus died and was persecuted and died on the cross. And subsequently, 3 days later, was raised from the dead. And thousands and thousands of people were persecuted and killed in that way, but only one was resurrected and raised from the dead, Jesus Christ. If that's what you believe, let me know. If not, consider it. Get in the Word. Go to a good Bible-based church. I'm not a pastor, so I don't want you to look to me for that, although I would love to take you to church or point you to a church. And so today we were remembering the cross and what Jesus did. If you're a believer, then you know Jesus Christ lived a pure, perfect, sinless life, and then he died for our sins, washed them with his blood so that we could go forward and be connected to God, who transcends all understanding. So Jesus is the way and the truth and the narrow path to God. God knows that he transcends all our understanding because he's spirit, he's omnipresent. But that was the message today, and I was just happy to serve and joyously connect with people, fellowship with people who are on a similar path as me. It's good to get around other people who are on a similar vibration, and that's the key, right? We want to be with people who are vibrating. They're on a similar frequency. You know, if you're on a positive frequency, positive vibration. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, that's the call to action this morning. All right, everybody, that's all I'm asking. We're building a community of progress. But when you're on a similar vibration as everybody else, you feel good. When somebody comes into a room in your presence who's on a real negative vibration, you feel it. You do not want to be around them. They repel you. You want to get away from them. You sense the negativity. And so you become well aware of people on your same frequency. And that's what you want to do. Get with people on the same frequency because it causes the attraction. You become magnetized and people are attracted to you who are on the same frequency. You'll get around like-minded people. Just as people who were on the negative frequency. I remember my pastor saying, it's funny how everybody in the congregation who's negative and who likes to gossip, they find each other, they sit together, because they're on the same frequency. They are, hey, misery loves company, and people who are on a negative vibration, a negative frequency, they find each other and they get together and they hang out, just like people of a higher frequency. All right, everybody, I'm so glad you checked in here. I'm going to do something very dangerous. Read this while I'm... All right, everybody, I saw some positive comments. All right. I'm in a bad spot here. I have a limited connection, so I'm going to have to let you go. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. You're in the right place. You already know it. You have a feeling. Maybe you're on the same frequency as me. And if you are, subscribe. Cost you nothing. You'll get notified when the next video comes out. And I'm all about putting out positive content. That's my niche. Sometimes I get drawn in and think, maybe I should be commenting on what's going on in the world today. In my opinion, well, some of the great philosophers said, including Marcus Aurelius, some things I don't need to have an opinion on. There are enough people out there sharing the opinion of politics and what's going on in the world that I don't need to be jumping in on that. But what I do get involved in, and that's because I've seen the evidence. I changed the way I thought, which changed what I did which changed the results I got. And wow, that got me excited. That got me immersed in personal growth, self-improvement, and how much power we have individually to make changes to ourselves. It's so empowering. And I want that for more people. And you know what? It's kind of a selfish message that I send. You can't help anybody else without helping yourself. You can't share a good message, a good thought, a good example to other people without it reflecting back on you. So selfishly I serve because I get back 10 times what I put out. And once you get into that mode, you really can't get out of it. You're going to become solid. You're going to be solid in your personal growth journey. And there's never an end. That's the greatest thing. There's never an end to getting better every day in every way. It never ends. That is a great thing. When you're a professional tennis player, when you're a professional golfer, those are great things that you do. They come to an end. Eventually you age out. Getting better, being connected to a higher source, God, serving other people, getting better every day in every way never ends. That's the greatest thing. Hey, you can have this till the day you die, a heavy spirit. You can have a thick, positive spirit is what I have. I love to study it, be around other people who are into that thing, and I hope you are too. Hey, this is what the guy going show. Hey, all right, I guess that's not a positive. All right, we get some slime. All right. What disease do you have? I have no disease. What are you talking about? I got the disease of possibility, positivity. What disease? I love this, throwing the slime. That's okay. That's a good message that I got from the church today. You know what? Hey, Jesus wrote, and they put in the scriptures, hey, they persecuted and killed me. Why do you think they wouldn't do it to you? So, hey, throw the slime. Doesn't matter. It falls off me. I have to appreciate that you watched and you made a comment. So you're helping the channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. So throw some more slime on me. It doesn't affect me either way. Once you get firm in your beliefs and you know what? Nothing can take you off the path that you're on. All right, everybody. Oh, a religious extremist. That makes sense. Absolutely. I am an extremist in all sorts of ways. Hey, all right. Thanks for the slime. Throw some more on me. Bring it on. Bring it on. I love it. My brothers and sisters, matter of fact, I might just stay on here because we need some more. I eat it for breakfast. Yeah. All right. Oh, that was so great. You have made my day. And awesome. All right, everybody. I love it.